Sit up nice and tall. You can wiggle around a little bit at first. I'm pretty sure everybody here knows me. I'm Erica. I like to introduce myself, but I think I recognize everybody's names. So just start to settle in, feel whatever's touching the mat. So your sit bones, maybe your knees or your ankles, feeling a little more grounded. And then bring your hands slightly back on your thighs. Soften your elbows. Soften your shoulders. And try to find a little more length up your spine, all the way up to the crown of your head. Hey guys, this is so loud. To start to, or continue to, let the breath fill you up. On the inhales, grow you a little taller, create more space. And on the exhales, ground down. Maybe hold on to some of the length, but find a little softness. On your next inhale, stretch your arms out to the sides, reach long, and then flip your palms to face up. And just kind of go slow so you feel external rotation through your whole arm. So everything from that pinky finger wrapping up all the way up to the shoulders. Feel like the inside edge of your collarbones is expanding out toward the outside, toward the shoulder, and then out through the fingers. Keep sitting up nice and tall. Next inhale, sweep your arms up, bring your palms to touch. And exhale, hands to heart. And again, just like that big inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. One more time, inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. Stay here with your hands at heart center. Gently bow your chin in towards your thumbs and towards your heart. Take a moment to set an intention for your practice. Maybe something you've been focusing on during this time, something you want to focus on in the upcoming weeks. And then release your hands back down onto your thighs, lift your chin, blink your eyes open. Hi to anybody who maybe trickled in a little bit late. And we'll switch the cross of our legs and crawl forward. You can have palms down, you can stay up on fingertips for a little extra space. Press forward through your finger pads and send your butt back and down toward the mat. And from here, crawl your fingers, stay nice and long, crawl your fingers over to the right. So stay long, stay low. Keep your hands about shoulder distance apart to start. Feel if you dip into one shoulder or the other, it's not bad, but just try to stay even. And then crawl back through center. Take it over to the left. Send the right knee, right hip butt down toward the mat. You can let your head slightly drop so ears in line with biceps. And then come back through center. Crawl yourself up and make your way onto all fours. So coming onto hands and knees. Tabletop setup. So shoulders over wrists and knees under hips. You guys know, spread your fingers. Squeeze thumb to thumb. Draw belly in. Take a few cat-cows. Inhaling in an arch in your spine, shoulders back. Exhale, round in. Going on your own breath, inhale, slowly rolling through the spine, not just dropping the belly. And exhale, pressing the mat away. Again, inhale, take your big cow pose. Everything we don't want to be doing during the day. And exhale, round it out. Navel to spine, find your cat. We'll do one more. Inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. And then find neutral. So if you shifted your shoulders back during that cat-cow, bring your shoulders back over your wrists. Keep your hands planted, stretch your right leg back, and lift to hip height. So wrap that right inner thigh up toward the sky to get the right hip to drop slightly. If your belly drops, lift it back up and in. Extend the left arm out by your left ear. Get long here, just find your balance, cross-diagonal balance, sometimes called bird dog pose, like you're in those dogs that's pointing. Take an inhale. Exhale, bring your elbow to your knee underneath your body. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, elbow to knee. Just two more, warming up the core and the joints. Inhale. Exhale. One more full round. Inhale. And exhale. This time, inhale, hold it out long. Refine your bird dog. Re-engage your core. Bend your right knee. Flip your left palm to the left and then reach back. Try to find that right foot or ankle. If you can't, just move in that direction. Lift your right thigh a little higher and then twist your torso a little toward the left, opening up the left shoulder. Good, you guys. Keep lifting that right thigh high for 4. Nice, Ellen. Good. Go, Donna. 3, 2, 1. Gently release. Stretch out your arm and leg. Set them both down. We'll take a shoulder stretch for the right arm, the one we were just leaning into. So inhale your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, sweep your right arm under, palm facing up. So you guys know this one, I'll turn this way, but palm facing up. And you just peer under your left arm, tip your nose slightly toward the ceiling and lean back. If you have any variations of this pose that you know you like, you could walk your left hand forward and to the right, or wrap it behind your back. A couple more breaths. And one more inhale. Exhale, bring the left hand back in, press into the left arm, unthread the right, maybe an extra sweep up to the sky, and then come back to an even tabletop, and we'll do the other side. So just check that your wrists are on the same line, your shoulders are shifted over your wrists, and your core is engaged. Stretch the left leg back and float it up to hip height. Find this, lift from the left inner thigh. Stretch your right arm out and pause before we start going elbow to knee. Just find this bird dog. Keep the core engaged. Inhale. Exhale, now draw elbow to knee. Think thigh to chest, navel to spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. 2 more, elbow to knee. Reach long. 1 more time, elbow to knee. And then extend and pause, right? Keep lifting the left leg. Bend the left knee. Flip the right palm to the right. And then start to reach back. Maybe find the left ankle or foot. Lift the left thigh even higher. Look to the right. Stay for 4, 3, 2, nice bob. 1, let it go slowly, no slingshots. Set it down. Take a quick child's pose just to stretch out through the, oh, we didn't do the shoulder stretch, duh, okay. I'm laughing at myself. Inhale the left arm up and exhale, sweep it under. Because I can't hear you guys telling me, no, you didn't do the left side. Come up onto your right fingers. So lean slightly back to the left, peer under the right arm. Any variations, arms or legs that I'm not showing and you like, you can do. Take 1 more inhale. And exhale, bring the right hand back in, press into the right palm, sweep the left arm open, and then back to tabletop. From here, tuck your toes. Really get strong in the arms. Squeeze thumb to thumb, wrap upper arms back, belly in. We're gonna hover the toes off the mat just a couple inches. Pick up and hover the toes. That would be too easy for you guys. Hover the knees. Draw the belly in. 9 o'clock, it's just getting to be too early. Good. Stay here, really draw the belly in and the tailbone down. Just hover the knees for 4, 3, 2, 1. Downward facing dog. Take a few breaths, take a few petals. I'm gonna just fix my hair really quick. Might get out some of your down dog wiggles. Nice down dogs. Slowly find your way back to stillness in your down dog. Good. Let your ears be between your biceps. Lift and spread through your sit bones. Draw the belly and low ribs in. And then walk your hands all the way back to your feet. When you get to the feet, just see that they're parallel to each other. They could be hip distance or slightly wider. You can soften your knees slightly if your hamstrings are calling for that. And take a little fold in Uttanasana. You could take a little sway side to side. Find that nice middle ground where you feel like your hips are moving forward over your heels, but your heels aren't lifting up. So you still have your whole foot down, just a little more weight toward the front end of the foot. From here, inhale, find your halfway lift. So continue to lengthen from hips out to the crown of the head. Keep drawing the belly button in. Exhale, fold. Again, Ardha Uttanasana, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. This time, inhale to rise all the way up. Reach up, look up, Urdhva Hastasana, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart. Half Surya A here from the back of your mat, so we have all the pieces. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, find that little shift forward. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, just like that. Inhale, reach up, belly in, gaze up. Exhale, take all that length with you as you fold. You can swan dive or hand through heart center. Inhale. Exhale, forehead to shins. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Just one more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold and walk forward. Come back to your down dog. Walk your hands all the way out. Get your wrists on the same line. Lift and spread through your sit bones. Keep your down dog shape, so keep your shoulders where they are. Don't shift to plank. Just inhale, come up high in your toes. Lift your butt toward the sky. Exhale, send your heels back and down. So just a few calf stretches. Inhale, getting high up on the toes. Exhale, press down. So keep pressing forward through your fingertips. Keep squeezing your thumbs and index fingers together. Inhale up on your toes. Exhale, heels back. One more time. Inhale up on your toes. And exhale, heels back. This time we will go to plank. So inhale, come up on your toes, engage your core. Try not to have to move your hands and feet. Roll forward into plank. Now, if you do need to do a little wiggle with your feet or your hands to get the placement, find it on this first round. Then stay strong here. Arms are straight. Inner thighs wrapping up toward the sky. Careful that the head didn't dump down. Take an inhale. Exhale, press the mat away, engage your core the whole time, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. We'll do that again. Inhale, up on the toes. Find that roll like a wave forward into plank. Lengthen out through the head and neck. Exhale back, down dog. Two more of those. Inhale, high up on the toes, belly in, roll forward, find plank. Press back through the heels. Inhale, exhale, downward facing. Last one, inhale, come up on your toes, shift forward and pause. Come a little more to your tippy toes. And then everybody set your knees down. We're gonna lower slow to the mat, chaturanga. Really pull your elbows back, lengthen forward, find your way all the way flat to your belly. Release the tops of your feet. Click all 10 toenails down so much that you feel your kneecaps lift. Have your hands back, kind of along where your top rib is. Come up onto your fingertips, so you can take your fingers a little wider. Inhale, take a wide cobra. Exhale, lower down. Again, inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, slow lower. Two more, press into the tops of your feet. Inhale, could be lower, high. Exhale, lower, nice Ricardo. One more time, inhale, wide cobra. Exhale, lower. Bring your hands back in alongside your rib cage, palms are down. Tuck your toes, engage through the legs. So engage the quads, lift the kneecaps, lift the belly. On an inhale, press into your palms, all the way up to plank if you can. If not, it's all fours. Then downward facing. Good, you guys. So we're all back in our downward facing dog, our home base. Take an inhale through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Reach up through your right leg, let your inner thigh help your leg lift. Exhale just one time, knee to nose, shift toward plank if you can. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to nose, and then step the right foot up by the right thumb. Set the left knee down. Find your Anjaneyasana. You might want to start with hands on thigh. When you're ready, you're going to go arms to the sky. So lengthening up through the sides of your waist. And then a little back bend. Sink forward off of your left kneecap. Reach a little taller. Bring your palms to touch. And then consider bending your elbows, drawing your thumbs toward the nape of your neck. So elbows hug in, armpits hug back. We inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, take a bow. Stay here, don't lose the bend in the right knee for 4. Let the breath help you. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms back up to the sky. And then hands come down to the mat, straighten out both legs. So your left knee will lift, your right leg straightens also, and we fold in. So just our big hamstring stretch, long pyramid. If you want to adjust your left foot at all, you can. You could put the foot flat or shorten your stance. If not, just keep it nice and lengthy. Find your right hamstring. Say hi. Take a couple extra breaths. And then from here, inhale, lengthen your spine forward, soften your right knee. Exhale, step your left foot up to meet your right. Feet either hip distance or big toes touching, yogi's choice. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, engage your core. Rise up to stand. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus your arms. And then take a back bend here. So think heart lifts on the inhale, and then exhale like you're rolling over something, a big barrel. Inhale, reach up. On your exhale, as you forward fold, clasp your hands behind your back. Soften your knees, clasp your fingers, and then draw your knuckles up and over. And try to avoid the shoulders crunching up toward the ears. Roll them slightly back, but still try to draw the knuckles over. So you can bend your elbows any amount, especially if you have the heels of your hands together like I do. Some of you might have your hand webbing wide. Either way is good. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, step back, plank pose. Inhale to tippy toes. Exhale, slow lower chaturanga. Elbows in, knees up or down. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Shoulders back. Good job. Exhale, downward facing dog. So readjust anything you need to for your down dog. Engage that core. Strong straight arms. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale with control, knee to nose, cat your back. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left foot steps forward by the left thumb. Right knee comes down. Make your way to Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Pad your back knee if you want, if you have anything nearby. And just settle in here for a couple breaths. Shoulders stay down, but arms lift up. So that's kind of hard because the natural thing for your shoulders to do when you reach your arms is to crunch up. So find a happy medium, right? Not too crunchy, but not too forced. Bring your palms to touch. And then bring those thumbs back toward the nape of your neck. Hug your elbows in, try to suck your armpits in. Inhale and exhale, take that back bend again, rolling over your barrel or, or ball of choice for 4, 3, 2, And 1. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands to the mat, straighten both legs and fold. And again, just make any adjustments to the right leg that you feel you want to do. Keep hugging the left hip back, but at the same time, make sure the inside edge of the left foot stays rooted down. If you had 2 blocks or block stand-ins, you could put your hands on those. The stunt doubles for the blocks. Inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward, soften your left knee, step your right foot up to meet your left. Inhale here, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. And take a wide step to your right. So step your right foot to the back of your mat and then turn all 10 toes to face in the same direction. So pinky edges of the feet parallel to the outside edges of your mat, or even slightly in would be okay, but not turned out. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, just Prasarita A, wide leg forward fold. You need a little soft bend in your knees, you can take it. Try to find that little shift of the hips over the heels. And then we'll keep our hands underneath our shoulders. You can have palms flat or fingertips. And just a little lunging side to side. So you can go as fast or as slow as you want. Just keeping the toes facing forward, bending to the right and to the left, getting into the hips. If you're really open and you want to make it more of a Skandasana, which is where you come down super low, and it feels good to you, you can, or you can just stay in the center. Easy lunges. We'll do a couple more. Stay for 4. You even yourself out. 3, 2, and 1. Find center, both legs straight or almost straight. Inhale. Bring your hands to your hips, engage your core. Press into your feet, rise all the way up. So we're going to come to triangle pose on our right side. So if you want to use a block, you can have it outside of your right ankle, any height. Turn your right toes toward the back of the mat. Turn your left foot parallel to the side of the mat. Probably didn't have to move it too much. Extend your arms. Inhale, hinge forward. And then exhale, triangle pose. So your right hand can either come onto a block. If you don't have a block, it could be your shin. Left arm to the sky. And we'll stay for a few breaths. So enjoy your triangle pose. Root firmly down through your left foot. Scoop your right sit bone under. Lengthen up through your left fingertips. And breathe, belly in. Just let it feel good. If you have arm variations you like with the left arm, a half bind, or more of a side body extension, take it for a couple breaths. Stay for 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you have an arm variation, just stretch your left arm back up to the sky. Press down into your feet. Bring your block with you if you have it under your right hand. Inhale, rise up through center. And we're going to go to the other side. So turn your right foot in, turn your left foot out. Quickly just peek down and see if you have front heel to back arch. Arms extend. Press into your right leg, keep yourself rooted. Inhale, lengthen, engage your kneecaps. Let that left hand come down, right arm come up, triangle pose, Trikonasana, left side. So just using triangle right now is a nice big hamstring stretch and hip opener. Staying in it a little longer than maybe we normally do, especially this early. You can take that top arm and play with it. Maybe you even want to just swim it around a couple times. I like half bind. For 4, keep scooping your left stiff bone under and pulling your right thigh back. 3, don't lose the core. 2, 1, inhale. Stretch the right arm back up to the sky. This time you can just leave your block, but press into your feet. Inhale, rise up. Re-parallel your feet so they're all pointing forward. Clasp your hands behind your back or hold a towel or something like that. Inhale, roll your shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold with the clasp. So Prasarita C, just adding shoulder stretch to our wide leg forward fold. Knuckles up and over. Keep moving weight toward the front of your feet, but don't let your heels come off the mat. That would be scarier. Take one more breath in. Exhale, release hands to the mat. Inhale, lengthen. We're gonna crawl back to what was the top of your mat. So you're probably gonna crawl toward the left, pivot the left foot forward, and then step the right foot up to meet the left. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands out. So feet either hip distance or parallel, or big toes touch. We're gonna come to chair pose. How's Mike, by the way? Has anybody seen Mike? I know you guys can't respond, but I miss seeing Mike's face. Sit low, reach high. Butt back, belly in. Just a good old-fashioned chair. You're gonna stay here for 4. Shoulders out of the ears. 3, nice, out of 2. 1, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back, plank. Inhale, little shift forward. Exhale, slow lower, chaturanga. Inhale, pull the heels of the hands back. Broaden across the collarbones, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward face. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. And then this time, open your hip. Right toes to the right. Right leg could stay straight, right knee could bend. Keep peeling open. Feel a little squeeze on the outside edge of your right glute. Send your left heel down toward the mat. Hug your left hip toward the midline. And then inhale, level off your hips. Exhale with control, step your right foot up between your hands. Left heel spins flat. Warrior 2 as you rise. I'm gonna just turn to face you because I just don't like turning away. Hopefully that doesn't mess you up. Front heel to back arch. Right thigh presses open, left thigh presses back. Sit deep. Close your eyes, settle in. Root firmly into the mat with your feet. Draw your tailbone down, so lower body really rooted. Inhale, flip your front palm. And exhale, take a reverse. So keep the bend in the right knee as you stretch your right fingers toward the back of your room, creating space on the right side of your rib cage. Inhale, come back up through center. Harsukhanasana, hinging forward, side angle pose. You can go forearm to thigh, maybe to start, or you like to bring your hand to the mat or your block. It's never where you want it to be. Keep pressing the right knee open, scooping the right side of the butt under. And at the same same time, rolling the left inner thigh back. Bring your top arm up and over. Stay for 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, warrior 2, just for a beat, come up. Exhale, both hands to the mat, pivoting onto the ball of your left foot. Work your way up to a standing split. Float the left leg up. Try to level off your hips. Feel the left leg is lifting because the left inner thigh is spinning up toward the sky. Hang out here. And then come up onto your fingertips for a grounded warrior 3 on your inhale. So lengthening out through your spine, kicking back through your left heel. So everything's doing warrior 3 except your hands. Exhale, fold in. Hopefully we'll get to that later. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Again, inhale, lengthen. This time, exhale as you fold in, bend your right knee deep, step your left foot way back into a lunge, and then wiggle your right foot more to the right. So if I was facing you, we're coming to lizard. Your right foot's moving to the right. Your hands are on the inside. You can set your back knee down. You come onto your forearms. Little lizard lunge stretch. So want to make sure that your right knee is still over your right ankle. So you might have had to wiggle your right heel a little more forward. You could let your right knee fall open to the right at this point if it feels good. Let a little bit go through the head and the neck and the shoulders. Just a few more breaths. Okay, from here, I'm going to come back up onto your hands. Turn your right foot forward if you turned it out to the side, at least for a moment. And then coming back to the quad stretch, kind of like what we did at the beginning of class. So bend your back knee, your left knee. Reach your right arm out, flip your right palm to the right. Reach your right hand back for that left foot. Right, again, if it doesn't reach, who cares? Just try to keep pulling your left heel toward your butt. Stretch your hamstring that way. Open up. If you're open here and you want to come down onto your left forearm, you could. You could even let that knee open up to the side a little bit. Just one more inhale, though. I don't want to keep you here forever. Exhale, release. Bring both hands back down and step back into plank. So slowly work that right leg back into a plank pose. Pause in your plank. Keep your shoulders over your wrists. So nothing's going to really change in the torso so much. We're just going to let both heels fall to the right. So torso is going to stay centered, just like plank, head and neck long. Heels are going to move to the right, kind of like Vashisthasana, like a staggered Vashisthasana. Lift your hips a little higher. Keep shifting forward. Stay for 4, 3. Keep lifting the hips. 2, 1. Come back to center. Plank and downward facing dog. Let those shoulders stretch. Okay, we'll do the other side. So all that stuff on the left side. Inhale, left leg lifts. And open your hip. Keep sending the right heel toward the mat. Try to keep both arms nice and straight. As you peel open, think of the left side of your glute helping lift that left leg. Inhale, level off your hips. Gaze forward with control, left foot up between the hands, warrior two. Set it up, take your time, move from the ground up, and settle in. If you needed to wiggle your feet a little wider like I just did, and I almost always have to do, you could do that. Left knee bent as much as you can, trying to get it over the left ankle, maybe a little bit behind, but definitely not out in front. Maybe close your eyes and just settle into your warrior two for a couple breaths. Try to keep your hips level. Do you feel like you poke up your back hip or your front hip? Can you find middle ground? Can you smooth out the breath? Nice poses. Good. Inhale, flip your front palm. Exhale, take your reverse. Try not to lose the legs, but if you ever need to come out for a sec and come back in, you always can. Keep the right shoulder rolling back, the right thigh moving back. And then again, nothing's gonna change in the legs. Inhale, press into the feet, come to center, hinge forward, Parsvakonasana, using your left thigh or using your block. Find your expression of the pose. And then check in. Could your right thigh move back? And then your left knee bend and scoop. Draw your belly in just a little bit more as you twist open for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that right hand come down. Pivot onto the ball of the right foot and walk yourself up into a standing split. So give that left leg a little relief, stretch it out. Swirl the right inner thigh toward the sky. Stay and breathe. Find your standing split. Which I really think should be renamed Standing L because how many of us are really in the splits right now? Okay, come up onto fingertips. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, fold in. So on the inhale, think grounded warrior 3. Inhale as your torso goes long, so does your right leg. Exhale, fold in. One more time for the inhale, lengthen. Exhale, take that slow step back into a lunge. Wiggle your left foot a little bit forward and to the left. Lizard pose. Right knee comes down, unless you really, really, really want to keep it lifted, that's okay. And then down onto forearms. And take a few breaths. So you can let your head gently hang here. You could let your left knee fall open to the left, provided it starts off on top of the ankle. And just breathe. So getting a stretch for the left hip and the right hip flexor. Let's slowly make our way back into the center. Press up onto your right hand. It could also be on a block. Bend your right knee. And then we'll try to that reach back. So flip your left palm to the left. Sweep it back. See if you can find the side so much harder. I barely have my heel, but I got it. Take your quad stretch, your hip flexor stretch. Keep spinning your right hand toward the right like you're trying to twist open through a jar. Twist a jar open for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go, let it go. Find your way back to plank. Did anybody watch that Disney sing along the other night? I don't know. It was kind of cute. Okay, find your steady plank pose. Shoulders are gonna stay over the wrist, so everything stays strong through the arms, through the core. Both heels are just gonna roll to the left. So you're on the outside edge of each foot, your feet are staggered, they're not stacked on top of each other. You're gonna lift your hips a little higher like you would for Vashi, even though you're not twisting open. And then shift a little more forward if you can. Keep lifting the hips and belly for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to plank, downward facing dog, and child's pose for a few breaths. So knees down, knees apart, sit back. Take a few breaths in your child's pose, or if you don't like child's pose, you need a sip of water, you need something else, take it for about 5 breaths. Maybe you can hear your heartbeat. Smooth out the breath. Okay, before we get too comfy, find your way back to downward facing dog. Inhale, come up on the toes. Bend the knees, look forward. Step or hop a few times to the top of your mat. Inhale when you get here, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, sit low, reach high. Inhale. Exhale, stand. Hands to heart. Okay, a little bit more of standing. So here we go. Oh, the doggy. Back to chair. Sit low, reach high. Mine's being so good. I think I shut him in one of the rooms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in, step back, plank. Your vinyasa, low or slow. Take your time or skip it. Inhale. Exhale, down dog. We haven't really done that many chaturangas today. That's good. Inhale, lift your right leg up. I always think that's good. Exhale, step your right foot forward, warrior 1. So step your right foot a little off center to the right. Left heel spins flat and then rise, warrior 1. So traditionally, warrior 1 is done with heel to heel alignment. So if you learned it like that and you want to do it like that, you can. I just usually like to give my hips a little more space. Just like in the other poses, think of your left inner thigh wrapping up toward the sky. You don't have to take your hand there like I just did, or you can. Manual adjustments, I think, are great. From here, cactus your arms. Inhale, lift your heart like we did earlier. And exhale, take a back bend. So it's a little heart opener here in your warrior 1. Keep your right knee bending. Keep your heart lifting and moving back. And then keeping your cactus arms, inhale, come to center and start to hinge forward. So come to about a 45-degree hinge. Hold here, really draw the belly up and in off the front thigh. Keep lifting the elbows. Pivot onto the ball of your left foot and find your way up into warrior 3. So you can stay with these cactus arms. You could change them if you want. Warrior 3. So try to level your hips. Kick back through that left leg, just like we did earlier. Stay for 4. Think long through the spine. 3. Try to evenly root through the standing foot. 2. We're going to come to half moon. So from your warrior 3, start to extend your right hand down for the floor. Maybe it lands on a block. And peel open toward the left. Right, so again, if you don't like my back view, here's my front view. Half moon pose, your right toes are facing forward. Your left leg is lifted to hip height or slightly higher. Go Tara. Get long, stay for 4. If Chapasanas in your practice, we've done some quad stretching today, you could bend your top knee, reach back with your left hand and grab it, and peel open wherever you are for 4. This is totally optional. 3, but fun. 2, 1, unwind. Find your way into a standing split. So slowly, carefully level off your hips. You can even bend your knee a little bit as you do it. And then release, bring your left foot down next to your right. Inhale, exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. So I'm going to turn to face the camera, but you guys can just stay facing toward the top edge of your mat. You're going to switch standing legs. So the left leg, the one that hasn't really been working, stand on the left leg, pick the right knee up. Find that first, just find your balance. Right, and then lots of options from here. So you can stay like this. I don't know why I'm so wobbly today. Or you can go peace sign fingers from the right hand to the right big toe. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. You can go find a wall if you want to be near a wall for a moment. And extend your legs forward. You could use a strap or a belt or something also. You don't even have to stretch your leg all the way out. It could be here for 4, 3, 2. Let's open it out to the right. Again, the knee could be bent. Don't have to hold the toe. Keep the standing leg strong. Standing thigh back for 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody bring it back to center. And then let go of your foot. Bring your hands back to your hips. Keep your right leg lifted as high as you can. Whoa. Try to bring your arms up to the sky for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Shake it out. Awesome job, everybody. Okay, we have to do one more side. So back to the top of your mat when you're ready. Feet parallel, maybe big toes touch. Chair pose, sit low, reach high. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa. Maybe you hop back, step back, handstand back. I don't know. Lower, slow. That's maybe for another week. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Right. Vinyasa really just means to move in a special way, right? So it's not really that sequence of poses. It's just to be moving mindfully, so you can always kind of make your own twist on it. Inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale, step your left foot forward by your left thumb, so slightly left of center. Spin your right heel flat. Rise, warrior 1. And just take a few moments to find it. If you like to use your hands to your hips, or I like to take my right hand to my right inner thigh. Let that help you. Stay here. And then go to the cactus arms. So kind of like that nice slow lat pull down. Draw your belly back and in. Think elbows up slightly, but pinky fingers back. Inhale, lift your heart. And then exhale, let everything roll back. For 4, keep bending the left knee, strong in the right leg. 3, right foot really rooting. 2, 1. Inhale, center. And then hinge forward and pause. So find that hinge. Keep hugging the left hip back and drawing the belly in. Pivot onto the ball of your right foot and then get light and take flight. Warrior 3. I think I have to back up or I'm going to hit my arm wall. Warrior 3. Keep spinning that right inner thigh toward the sky, just like you did in Warrior 1. To drop the right hip. Stay for 4, 3, 2. On 1, slowly, carefully, and it's okay if you fall out and have to come back. Take that left hand to the mat. Right hand could start at your hip or go right up to the sky for Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. So strong lifted leg, feel engagement here on the outside of your right hip. Right arm up to the sky. And just enjoy the pose for a moment. It's a nice open pose, just like triangle. All our limbs are straight, belly's in. If you want to go for Chapasana, bend the top knee. You might need to pull it all the way into your chest to be able to find that ankle. And then peel it back open. Peel your heart open. Stay for 4, 3. Nice job, you guys. 2 and 1. Slowly, slowly release. Again, we're going to level off the hips. If you wanted to pull your right knee in first and then do it, you can. And then set your right foot down next to your left. Inhale. Exhale, fold in. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, I'm going to turn to face you. We're going to do Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana on the right side. So your right leg's rested a little bit now, so it's ready to go. Standing on your right foot, left knee up in front. If you need to go to the wall now, you probably know who you are. Stand tall, right? You could stay here the whole time. It could be this and this, or peace sign fingers, index, middle finger, left hand for left big toe. I might need to go to the wall. Stretch your left leg forward. Move your right thigh back like you're trying to poke your butt back. Stand tall for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, Ellen. Open it out to the left. Could be a bent knee at this point. Don't have to hold the toe for 4, but you have to stand tall. 3, belly in. 2, 1. Everybody, leg back to center. Release your hands to your hips. If your leg lowers, that's okay, but keep it off the ground. Arms to the sky. For 4, keep pulling the right thigh back. Don't scrunch the mat with your toes. 3, 2, 1. Okay, good job. We're going to come down into Malasana, squat. So toes out, heels in. Take a little seat. Bring your hands to your heart. And just for a moment, close your eyes. So this should actually feel pretty good after we just did a lot of those straight leg type hamstring stretch poses. So press your knees open with your elbows and then squeeze your knees back into your elbows. So there's always a little dual action going on. Heart lifts, belly draws in. Breath still moving up and down. And we'll take a side stretch on the right side. So extending the right arm to the right, squeezing the right leg into the right arm. Open the left arm. And then again, you're always free to embellish. You like the half bind or the full bind, you could take it. Just really broaden across your chest. So the chest/shoulder stretch. Inhale. Exhale back to center and other side. So stretching the left arm to the inside of the left leg, kind of stabilizing it there. Peel open. Find your half bind if you want. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. And we're going to find our way into a forearm plank. So just come on down, find your forearms, stretch your legs back, forearm plank. One more little bit of core, and then it's going to be mostly stretching the rest of the way. So same thing we did in plank earlier, we're going to do in forearm plank. So we're going to stay with wrists in line with elbows, shoulders over elbows, torso centered. Just take both heels to the right. So your feet are staggered, your hips are lifting, and you're shifting a little bit more forward if you can. For 4, 3, 2, getting into the obliques, and 1. Come back through center. This time we're just going to do the other side. Keep the torso steady, squeeze thumb to thumb, heels to the left, and then pick that hip up, shift a little forward, stay for 4, hip up, belly in, 3, 2, 1, come to center, and then come into Sphinx. So down to your belly, still forearms look like the number 11, toes press down, heart pulls through. I take a few easy neck rolls here, might feel good. Tip your chin toward your chest. Little roll to the left and right, right and left. And then when you're even, if you're rolling out the neck, come to center. We're gonna try the quad stretch again and one more variation. So let your left forearm cross a little bit in front of you. Bend your right knee. Again, reach back with your right hand. This time try to get the inside of your foot so your shoulder is open and pull in. So just the difference between this shoulder and this shoulder. Right? If you could wrap your hand around your foot and turn your elbow to the sky. I know that seems like a foreign concept to a lot of us, but one day it happens, I promise. If this isn't enough and you want a little more back bend action, you can press into your left hand, lift your left elbow, take a seal arm, stay wherever you are for 4, 3, good job everybody, 2, and 1, slowly lower. I see a lot of bookshelves today, guys, a lot of books going on. Release. We'll do the other side. Cross your right forearm in front. Keep the top of your right foot down. Bend your left knee. Again, as you're reaching back, try to get the inside of your left foot if you can. If that doesn't feel right, you can do it a different way, but better, a little better for the shoulder. Maybe turn the doorknob so your elbow turns to the sky. Maybe add the straight front arm for a little deeper back bend. For 4, 3, this actually feels good today. Usually I don't love this one. 2, 1, but we did all those other ones before, so maybe it's a little bit better. Okay, release. Let your head just come down, take a moment. You can wag your tail, you could bend your knees and upside down windshield your legs. This kind of looks like a windshield wiper though when you think about it. And then come back to center, release the legs. We'll take a couple, what do I want to do while I'm down here? Take your right knee open to the right. So many things I want to do. I'm gonna do this stretch. So I think we've done this before in class. It's kind of layered. So starting with the half frog, your right knee is open to the right, your knees in line with your hip and your ankles in line with your knee. From here, you could sweep your left arm under your right, so kind of like we did earlier in that shoulder stretch, palm facing up. Maybe you just decide to make a pillow with your right hand for your head, and you stay here. Or option 3, or I should say just part 3, is to take that right arm, reach it up toward the sky, and then peel all the way open. So you're turning your torso toward the sky. Your right arm will just kind of be dangling out on the left side. It doesn't have to come down. So it's the shoulder is stretching on the left, and you're stretching the hip, and you're getting a twist and all kinds of good stuff. And I'm going to let you take a couple breaths wherever you decided to go. Take one more inhale. And exhale, unwind. Come back through center. Unwind everything if you're all pretzeled up. And we're going to do the other side. And I'll just turn a different angle just in case it was hard to see. I'm not sure exactly. I'll face this way this time. Bring your left knee out to your left. Have your knee in line with your hip and your ankle in line with your knee. So think like half frog. Right, and maybe this feels good and you just want to put your head down here and take a nice easy hip opener. Or you're gonna thread your right arm under with your palm facing up, so your arm's going in the same direction as the knee that's pointing out to the side. And maybe you're gonna rest here. Take a little shoulder stretch with the hip opener. Or you're going to add the twist, and your head could be maybe lying on a pillow or a block. I didn't say that on the first side, but if you feel like your head's dangling out in space, you could put something under it to support it. Twist open. Let the left arm open. My left shoulder's a lot less open, I can see already, than my right, but it still feels good. Keep a little core engagement because it's a pretty deep twist, so just support your spine by engaging your core. Take a couple breaths, soften your shoulders away from your ears. Stay for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale. Exhale, slowly unwind everything, come back to center. Find your center, press to tabletop, and back to downward facing dog. So just make it an easy down dog. We're just going to down dog to enter into pigeon. So find your down dog shape. Stretch your right leg up to the sky. And we'll step the right foot forward for pigeon. So right foot steps forward, it shimmies over to the left. I know all of you have been in my class before, so you've done pigeon. If pigeon's not for you, you could be on your back in thread the needle, you know who you are. And then just check that your right knee is wider than your right hip. Your left leg is moving straight back on your mat, toes tucked or untucked. And then hold in when you're ready. Can again rest your head on something. Try to avoid the shoulder shrug. I'm gonna time this one, I think. Good, everybody. Yeah, so just breathe and enjoy the pigeon. Nice, Vera. both Ellens. Everybody looks nice. Couple more breaths. So you probably don't want to, but if you do, you can opt to either stay in your pigeon here, or you can peel up and go for one more quad stretch, mermaid type shape. So if you don't know what that is, you peel up, probably figured it out, bend the left knee and reach back with the right hand, right? And some of you are more flexible. Maybe it's mermaid where you reach the top arm over, right? Maybe both hands. Nice, Sid. Good, you guys. Okay, good, Ellen. Pretty mermaids. When you're ready, you're in the mermaid. Release when you're ready. I don't want to make you come out of it too quick. Nice, Tara. And then we'll find our way to side two. So that might mean taking a downward facing dog, shaking out the leg, maybe a foot dog, or just sitting over into your right hip, swinging your left leg forward, and starting to set up your pigeon on that side. So take your time setting up. Try to have both hips facing down toward the mat, even if it means propping up on some kind of blanket or pillow. And then fold in. And we'll go for roughly a minute from here, and as we're getting close to the end, I'll give you the mermaid option. But for now, really just try to let go of some tension, let the shoulders soften. We'll scrunch the face. And hug the left hip back, drop the right hip toward the mat. If you're thinking mermaid, start to come up. You can bring your left heel in a little closer, and then you will want to lift your hips up a little bit. Bend your right knee and reach back for that right foot. Right, one side is probably more open than the other because that's just how we're built. Maybe it's mermaid. I can't mermaid it on this side, so I'm just gonna stay up. Try to keep your shoulders, if you're in mermaid, maybe you're open a little to the right, but if you're just reaching for your foot, keep your shoulders forward. For 4, 3, so good, Sid. 3, 2, nice bob. 1, let it go. Good. And release that. What did we do? You need to stretch it out and down dog, stretch it out and down dog. We probably all did different things, and so then when you're ready, both legs forward. Nice. Nice, Joe. That was nice with your pigeon. I had to get closer to see names. I had to memorize your outfits or your couches. Good. Sit up tall. Extend both legs forward. Roll your inner thighs back. And we'll take Paschimottanasana. So inhaling, stretching your arms for the sky. Exhale, big long forward fold. Reach for what you can get. And then let your forehead come towards your shins. So we're winding down. So you can really make this one as active or as restorative as you want. You could just really let your arms drape and fold in. You could really try to pull yourself longer and feel that hamstring stretch going on. A couple more breaths. whatever poses we're doing in class or just in life, it just keeps coming back to the breath, right? Especially these days when just everything is a little bit different. Each day we hear something new. We just have to breathe through it. Inhale, look toward your toes. Peel yourself up and make your way down onto your backs. And we'll take just one more back bend. So if you want to take a restorative and you have something that can support you, by all means, you can take that option. Right, a restorative bridge with a block, or again, a block alternative. Not, you could take a full bridge, even a bridge with your block between your thighs if you want to work a little more in your thigh. Set it up, walk your heels in towards your butt. Press into your feet if you're going active version and lift your hips. Draw your butt toward the back of your knees. Give it a little squeeze. Continue to wriggle your shoulders underneath you if you have more space, and then pick the arm variation that works for you. Stay for about 4 breaths. As always, if you have any other variations in mind, something that just calling your name, you could take it in the back bend realm. Couple more breaths. And as you're ready, if you haven't already, slowly lower. If you are on a block, remove your block and lower down. Hug your knees in. Gently draw your knees a little bit more toward your armpits. Send your tailbone toward the front of your mat. And then find a happy baby pose. Soles of the feet toward the ceiling. You can reach for the outside edges of your feet. Or it's kind of an interesting variation, but you can come inside of your legs, find your top of your heels. You feel like you want to rock side to side, rock side to side. And then everybody pause in a traditional happy baby. Hug your right, just let your right heel come in a little closer toward your back of your thigh and stretch your left leg straight out to the left. Just hold here for a breath or two. Like a little bow and arrow kind of variation. And then switch. Left heel comes in, right leg goes out. And if you want both legs out, or yeah, both legs out. If you don't want both legs out, just come back to happy baby. That's where we're all gonna meet. Let's come back to happy baby, and then everybody set your feet back down onto the mat. Take a final supine twist. So I'm gonna offer up the one that I like with right knee crossed over the left. If you have one you like better, you can always take it. You're gonna lift your hips, let them shift a little to the right. Draw your knees in and let them drop to your left. Stretch out your right arm. Close your eyes. Send your top hip forward. Maybe I'll get a little crack in your back. That feels good. Take a few breaths. That's funny. My watch just told me to breathe. Have I not been breathing for an hour and a half? Get a couple more breaths in the twist. Take another inhale. And exhale, slowly unwind, come up through center. I love when the curious pets cross the screen. Uncross, cross the other way, left knee over right. Hips move to the left, knees drop to the right, and just get comfortable. So the closer up your knees come towards your face, the deeper the twist, and that's not to say everybody now has to draw their knees up closer. I'm just explaining, but everybody's body is different, so. Mostly this should just feel good and relaxing. You can close your eyes. You can let your neck turn to whichever side feels the best. So let's take one more inhale. And exhale, slowly unwind from your twist. And take Supta Baddha Konasana for a breath or two. So soles of the feet together, knees apart. And just want everything softened down. You could bring, in fact, let's all bring one hand to the heart, one hand to the belly. Just to reconnect body, breath, mind. Let your next exhale just go. We'll take 3 breaths together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, side out. Again, in through the nose. Out through the mouth. One more big inhale through your nose. Exhale out the mouth. And then just start to return to a smooth, even breath. In and out through the nose. And then start to find your way into Shavasana, final resting pose. Maybe you stay in Supta Baddha Konasana, or you just start to extend your legs, your arms. Turn your palms to face up. So again, it's just that subtle external rotation of the arms that lets the shoulders soften. Let everything release, let go of the effort, even in the breath. Just let the inhales and exhales come and go. Close your eyes, even cover your eyes if you have something to cover your eyes with. And we'll take these next few minutes to rest. I will be here to guide you out, so just try to enjoy the stillness. Let your body have these 3 minutes or so of stillness. Shavasana. Everybody slowly begin to deepen your breath. And start to reawaken your body through subtle movements, wiggling fingers and toes, moving the wrists, the ankles, the head and neck. And reaching your arms up over your head when you're ready, stretching long from end to end, fingertips to toe tips. Big good morning stretch. And again, just as you're ready, drawing your knees in, taking a moment to roll to either side in fetal pose, just keeping the gaze inward. And from here, as you're ready, pressing yourself up to a comfortable seat, maybe sitting up on the edge of something. I want to read you just one little quote. So just sitting tall, eyes closed, from Rodney Yee, who is a fairly well-known yoga teacher up in the San Francisco area. Wellness within is mindfulness and acceptance of what you are, what you feel inside, and how it's always changing. That process is helped by being attentive to the breath as it moves through the body. So that's really what we're doing here in class is we're moving our breath, we're being mindful and accepting what we are, what we're feeling at this moment, and just knowing that change is just part of life and we're all doing great. Bring your hands to heart center. Everyone take a deep inhale through your nose as a community, pausing at the top. Open mouth exhale, send it out, send out the love. Gently bow your chin in a gesture of gratitude towards yourselves, your yoga practice, and the yogis around you. I truly appreciate each and every one of you for coming out so early on Saturday morning, for sharing your practices with me. I love getting to see your faces. I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a great weekend. Namaste. I'm going to unmute you in case you have anything you want to say.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Joe, how's Girly doing?
She's good. She's getting more pregnant. Getting more pregnant.
How many weeks now?
23. Yeah.
Time flies.
Yeah.
Okay, say hi to her. I was thinking.
Will do. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye, you guys. Bye. Bye.
Erica, everybody.
Ellen.
So, thank you.
Guys, next week or maybe in another class sooner. I don't know.
Hey, Tara.
Let us know.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Erica, I didn't get to sign in today. I forgot.
Okay. Who was that?
Sid.
Sid. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, let Christine know, I guess, somehow.
Oh, okay. So I'll just send her an email or something.
Yeah. Send Christine an email. I try to keep a list, but it's all comes down to Christine.
Yeah. Okay. No
I
problem.
appreciate it though. Yeah, let her know. I really appreciate it. Good
Okay.
to see you.
You too. There.
Erica,
Yeah.
I haven't been signing in. I just assumed if I showed up, you would let her know. Is that okay?
I think that she can see the lists. Like
Okay.
at the end of the day, there's a way to go back in because I think.
Okay, I'll ask her.
I'm not sure.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. How's Maddie doing with all this? Does she have a lot of schoolwork and?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
Keeps them busy. I feel
It's
like.
hard because I'm teaching too, you know? And so like
Right.
she needs help, and then she's got Zoom happening when I've got Zoom happening.
Right.
And then Chris is here working, trying to, you know, get the show together. It's just a
Right.
mess. But we're doing okay.
Yeah. I know it's weird, like with like thinking about going to high school just after having this kind of hiatus and this weird, like, are they
Right.
going to go back to the classrooms? And now maybe they're, I mean, I could, you know, I could totally see them not.
I know it's
Weird.
very weird. It's very weird. I've been texting with Mike. I know you asked about him.
Oh, yeah.
So
How's he doing?
Yeah, he's doing okay. He's doing okay.
Okay. Well, good.
Yeah.
He's just not interested in trying.
I don't know that he is that like tech savvy. So
Okay.
yeah, I offered to like help him Zoom. He's like, no, that's okay. I'm like, all right.
Right. Yeah, I think of, I mean, because he's like a staple person in
Yeah.
our class.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
hard
it's like I had from the other gym that I teach at, one of the gyms I teach at, one of the ladies who's been with me for like 8 years, we finally caught up to her this week. Someone had her number, like, because it's been like
Oh,
growing, like I've been doing a Zoom class with them because there's no gym, and I got like as many people as I had numbers, and then, you know, trying to tell a friend.
yeah.
And we finally, you know, tracked her down. She's like, you know, 80 years old. And she's like, I could do this. I'm going to, you know, just,
Oh,
she's like, I did Zoom. She's like, is it just like I did a Passover Seder with my family? I'm like, yeah, it's just like that, except instead of Seder, it's going to be me doing yoga. It's just so weird.
yeah. Yeah.
So, but it's good.
Good. You guys doing okay?
Yeah, you know, just trying to keep busy. It's weird. Like I haven't even driven my car since this whole thing started.
Have you called your car insurance company?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
I
my husband's been on that. Like, I mean, we've been trying to do all those kind of things.
Good.
Yeah, because I mean, we rarely go out, and
Right.
you know, we tried to order some food from Ralph's, which was really fun and good.
Good.
But yeah, it's just keeping, you know, some of the days go by super fast. Like I can't believe it's 1 minute it's 9 and then it's 4. And then some days it's just like, what do you want to do? You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
I just can't believe we've been like in so much, you know,
I know.
like those memes or those cartoons we're seeing about people like getting so excited, like their dog to go for a walk.
My poor dog, she's been walked so much. She looks at me like, I take her for long walks, and then she looks at me like 2 miles in, like, I want to go home.
Right. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
I know. I feel like the cat wants his space. He's like, why are you people here in every room of the house?
Yeah.
But I'm glad we have this. I'm glad that the people are, you know, coming, and it's a pretty solid group of regulars, which I guess is to be expected. Like, I'm like, where are the other people? But these are like the people who are here are the people who I would think would come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Say hi to Maddie. Maybe
I
one of
will.
these weeks she'll get
I
up,
know.
but I get it for sure.
Yeah, she'll get up eventually. Oh, she's still in bed.
Well, good for her.
Yeah, I know.
Now it's 11, so she's 2 hours later. No, just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, well, hopefully I'll see you next week.
You
I hope
will.
you like the half moon pose. Now I think of
I
you.
do.
I know
Yeah.
you like the half moon.
I used to hate that pose, and now I love it. It's funny how that happens.
Isn't that how it goes? That's totally how it goes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, have a good rest of your weekend.
Thanks, Erica. You
See
too.
you next week.
All right. Take care.
Okay. All right. Bye.